on Urban Dictionary themselves if they really want to.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that bit's not going to be included in the recording.
You are so lucky that I started recording afterwards. Nobody who listens to this recording and outtakes will know what the fuck that conversation was. And they can spend all of their time trying to guess what we were talking about that had both Neighrator and I yelling at you to shut up, Clever. Because we've got a high tolerance, and yet... And you are not to say what it was, because that's the beauty of this. They can imagine it for themselves.
Or inundate with requests.
Which you shall summarily ignore.
Just going to take off my headset for a second while I reach over and get my Vanilla Coke Zero. Be right back.
Ooh, Vanilla Coke Zero. How posh. We're all kind of posh today.
Right. My glass of water is seeming less and less fancy.
I have cherry Pepsi and some coffee. And a little pack of Protein Crunch.
Cherry Pepsi? Is it diet?
Yeah, Pepsi Max.
I send that over the pond, damn it.
Fairly certain that exists over there.
Not where I live.
Oh, right, okay.
Remember, I'm not exactly in the hub of all the things.
You might want to order some of this off Amazon then to see if you like it.
I'm not even sure I can get Amazon. I'm going to check that out now, too.
You don't have Amazon where you are?
I have Amazon. It just doesn't send the same level of foodstuffs as it does in larger populated centers.
Jeff Bezos is like, yeah, your money's not good enough.
It's more like there isn't the population to warrant the distribution network required for perishables, I think.
Yeah, like I said, Jeff Bezos says, your money's not good enough.
The coffee is quite good.
The French press.
Mainly because I make it so damn strong. I mean, I really make it strong.
Some people really like a strong French press in the morning.
Stop it!
That's enough of that.
The mystique must stay intact.
Hey, you're drawing attention to it, not me.
I am just gonna have a big beep where that was. I've done it before.
Some people enjoy a big beep in the morning too.
Yeah, I have done this before where Goosey was complaining about a certain fic and all I did was have him just beeping in and out and people to this day don't know what he was talking about.
Oh, well, to switch conversation, in Alberta, get this for crazy. In order to encourage people to vaccinate, they have created a lottery that you can enter into if you've gotten at least one vaccination. And the prize is $1 million. $1 million.
Oh, we've got you beat. Now, what's more American than this? So they're in America. They're doing a raffles for guns. So if you get vaccinated, you're entered into a raffle to get guns.
That's so American.
What's the actual fuck? That is. I don't even have words for how ridiculous that is.
Why wouldn't anyone just want their vaccination anyway? It doesn't make any sense.
Because people are dumb. Okay, I know the answer to that one. People are dumb.
Here's the elixir of life. But we need to convince you to take it.
Well, why should I take this why should I, take any time out of my day to do this one simple thing, which I'm provided by the government for free and can potentially save millions of lives? Like, why should I do that? How does that benefit me?
Here's a gun.
Ooh, gun. Sign me up.
Hey. Ooh, gun.
Hey, they're giving away free, they're giving away free guns with every Pfizer. Hey, doggy.
I basically just didn't want to wear that damn mask anymore, so I got my vaccination, and I'm free of COVID, and I don't have to wear it.
One of my colleagues said that he was having a conversation with someone else, and she was saying about how it's such a small thing, and everyone should do it to make things better for everyone else. And he's nodding along, and then he confessed to us afterwards, "I just did it because I want to go to Greece in the summer."
That's a good enough reason. Any reason?
I know. Any reason is a good reason because the effect is still the same.
But I rather like the idea of gun because that's kind of antithetical to a vaccine, right? Like, you know, here's
the killing weapon machine thing.
Here's the elixir of life. Now get a death weapon. You know, like get this instrument of death. Please, in exchange for getting an instrument of life, give you an instrument of death. There'll be the same amount of death, but it'll be by something else, by your own hand.
Perfectly balanced.
Oh God! Stop it! That is way too good of a Thanos.
If you get vaccinated for COVID, we'll give you smallpox.
Okay, so I found Pepsi Cherry Max on Amazon that will deliver to me. For an 8-pack, they want $69.51.
Why not make it $69.69? Come on. Come on.
Exactly.
I do love how that was your very first takeaway from that, MP. Not the exorbitant price, but the fact it wasn't $69.69.
I'm at, and it's shipped right from the UK, so it'd be the same as what you buy, except, you know, shipped here.
Oh, apparently it is only in the UK then. How strange.
They make it for you.
They probably do. We have cherry Pepsi Max, raspberry Pepsi Max, I think vanilla Pepsi Max. We used to have cappuccino Pepsi Max. We currently have ginger Pepsi Max, and it's revolting.
Yeah,
that's for redhead people.
Yeah,
it's to go with alcohol.
Oh, still no.
Exactly.
Like hard as we were discussing before you got on here. I'm a Diet Pepsi horse, and that
such puns.
We could bring trees back up.
Stop it!
Well,
no tree puns.
we have
gun puns all you want.
Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, Coke Zero Max, Vanilla Coke, Cherry Coke, Zero Coke, Diet Cherry Vanilla Dr. Pepper, and free guns with every vaccine. America.
That's about all Coke I can think of.
That's all I have to say about that.
Oh my
God. Now we just need a Bubba Coke.
Oh God. I can't get over the fact that you said, woo, guns, and I immediately thought, that's like America's motto. I know it's not for everyone, but I can just imagine woo, guns being the thing appearing under the flag.
I think that'd be a good tagline for America the movie. Like, you know.
That was for Team America!
America! Guns.
Fuck yeah! Nobody knows the lyrics past America, fuck yeah.
Something about saving the motherfucking day, yeah.
Freedom is the only way, yeah. A terrorist your day is through because now it's time to answer to America. Fuck yeah. Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
see, the American knows.
You're welcome.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Someone explain it.
Team America World Police by the same people who brought you South Park. The ones with the puppets doing a Cleveland steamer in it was back in like 20 years ago.
Yeah, just about 2002, I think.
I'm totally out of the loop on that.
I think it was it was a direct retaliation to the Iraq War. So that's we're talking early 2000s.
Probably 2000. I distinctly remember watching it from Iraq, literally while I was in
Iraq.
God! So yeah, probably 2004.
Oh wow! You can't write that kind of irony.
It's worth a watch, Illya, but wow, it's a ride.
What, a television show of some sort?
It was a movie.
It's a movie. It's called Team America World Police.
Oh, okay. I probably missed that.
Well, it's one of those, it's completely optional, but at the same time, if you're trapped and you have to watch it, it's not necessarily a waste of your life, and yet it is.
I'm just going to post the trailer in the channel, just in case.
You just want to see Illya's reaction, don't you?
I mean...
Actually, yeah, I would love him to, like, narrate a version of the trailer.
I mean, do I want to watch a live reaction of Illya watching Team America World Police? Yes, very much, is the answer.
You might have to settle for listening to it. Illya, will you indulge them and watch it and just tell them what you think?
It does not sound like a great deal of fun.
Don't pressure the poor man. Scribbler, come on.
Excuse me, what? I'm the one pressuring him? I didn't even come up with this bloody stupid idea.
Well, I don't know. No one's actually straight out asked, but you're the one straight out asking. I mean, and you're
I just say the quiet things out loud.
And the reason that they're quiet is because we don't want to pressure him.
No, it's because you're cowards and you're just hoping that you can guilt him into it and have him work it out for yourself.
I don't see the difference.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, Scribbler just going, peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
Oh, is it one of those puppet animation things?
Yes.
Yes, it's a parody of puppet animations.
Oh, that could be fun if it's a parody.
Yeah, it's definitely parody.
Very parody, very tongue-in-cheek.
I have to say, after watching that movie, I couldn't watch a Matt Damon film for probably about till now. Even now.
Damon.
Yeah,
Apparently that was just, it came out of the mold wrong. It was meant to be one of the main characters. And when it came out wrong, they were going to discard it until one of them went, it kind of looks like Matt Damon. Shall we make it Matt Damon? And they wrote him in simply because this puppet had come out a bit weird. And to this day, apparently he is fully behind it. Oh, Illya's found something.
The puppet came out weird. That sounds funny.
Do puppets ever come out right?
He thought he was gay, and he was about to announce it, but he came out weird.
And now that seems like a writing prompt if I ever heard one for Pride Month. Writing prompt. He came out weird.
That kind of already exists. It's a fic called Bitter Harvest that I only just finished this week. And it's a comedy romance drama. And it has quite possibly the funniest, weirdest coming out scene I've ever seen in a ponyfic.
First off, pick a genre. And second, interesting.
They work. It works very well.
Well, post the link.
Okay. It's not one because Present Perfect did a reading of it, but he missed the final chapter. He skipped straight from chapter 7 to the epilogue, and I went, in case it had just been missed out of the playlist, looking all across his channel, it's not there. So I listened to the whole thing, but had to go to the Fimfiction page to read the final chapter.
That's irritating. I'm always so annoyed when I can't binge like an entire like a long fic or something. If I can't listen to it all at once, I have to like it's not done yet, or they lost interest. I get so mad. Just suddenly realizing all the unfinished fics I have on my channel.
Oh god!
Hypocrite.
Hypocrisy. Fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yo.
That's like Kumbasa still getting people yelling at him for playing with my heart not being finished. I'm like, guys, it's my fault. I haven't finished writing it.
Well, why don't we go ahead and get started? This might be a short discussion.
I am just opening up the Discord just to see whether or not, because somebody has replied. Oh no, it's the Team America thing from you. Vladdy's not responding. She said she was coming though, so that's odd.
Who said they were coming?
Vladdy.
Give me a few moments for a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea for everybody go and empty their bladders before we begin.
But I'm busy filling it.
Well, don't empty it right where you are.
Okay.
America.
We don't do that up here.
Milo's very grumpily taking a nap behind me because he's had flea medicine on him. He's not happy.
Offer him a gun, see if he's American.
Wow.
See, no, he's very clearly English. He wants junk food instead.
That could also be American.
You've not seen the English.
I hear about their dentistry.
Our dentistry is pretty fucking good, to be honest. Our choice in takeaway is less so. Swimming in grease, covered in salt and vinegar.
Still,
with a splash of tomato sauce on the side. Or ketchup, as it should be called, as I found out in that fucking Subway. At BronyCon.
You call it tomato sauce?
Yes.
No, they call it tomato sauce. Pay attention.
Sorry, tomato sauce?
Yes, ketchup is tomato sauce over here. And HB sauce is brown sauce.
Okay, but
maybe you don't have proper ketchup.
Well, but here's the question that's more important to me. What then would you refer to for tomato sauce, as in like a marinara?
Marinara sauce.
But like stuff that's not spiced, that's literally just like smashed tomatoes.
Tomato paste.
No, that's different from sauce.
Yes.
In which case we'd call it pasta sauce.
All right, she might have us there. It's kind of weird that we have.
Well, no, but pasta sauce is too generic because there's red, there's white, there's.
Yeah, we call white pasta sauce, and we call red pasta sauce. I don't know what you want me to say here. We literally have something we just call brown sauce.
Well, I discovered that, and I feel because that is of British invention, sort of, that you have every right to call it whatever the hell you want. But ketchup just feels a little like tomato sauce. That's just blows my mind.
It was this moment where me and Scribbler and the lady at the subway are trying to figure out where the fuck we went wrong.
I don't know. I didn't know, okay? And it was very early in the morning and I barely slept for 48 hours.
But more importantly, what the fuck are you doing putting ketchup on a sub?
It was a breakfast thing.
That's even worse.
Same question.
What?
Doesn't change.
You put tomato sauce in with eggs and sausage and things.
No.
I've never eaten ketchup before noon in my life.
Wow. No, have you guys never attempted to eat the full English breakfast, which requires tomato sauce?
Oh, I guess we put ketchup on hash browns, so that's kind of breakfast.
Yeah,
but
there were no potatoes
I
in.
don't
I was
do
going to
that.
say, but was there a potato in the sub?
Yes, because it was a breakfast sub. It had a hash brown in it.
In the sub?
Well, it was one of those
Ketchup
weird.
on hash brown.
I've never seen a breakfast sub like that in Britain. It was, God, what was it made of? It wasn't even bread. It was something else, like a waffle or something.
Okay.
I don't know, because I think waffles over there are different than waffles over here as well.
Oh my
They
goodness.
definitely don't have waffles at Subway. So
I was going to say,
I
that is the funkiest Subway ever, but now I'm like...
I just remember it being like a breakfast thing that we had. And to be perfectly honest, MP, it was the first morning where we were on our own at BronyCon. I wasn't really concentrating on the breakfast. No, as in he was sitting up across from me and we were just chatting. It was the first time we'd like sat and chatted in person ever. Yeah, I was kind of concentrating on him rather than the breakfast burrito or whatever it was I was eating. You didn't need to make it dirty.
Of course I did.
my brain.
No, it was
went
already
there,
dirty. You didn't need to make it dirty.
That's how about that? My little.
How about that podcast, eh?
Richard off of that. Hey, you made it about them. I was all focused on the potatoes.
Ketchup,
tomato sauce. I don't see why anybody is judging me for saying tomato sauce in Britain when you literally have ketchup and catsup.
We have tomato sauce. We have tomato paste.
Yeah, I feel like that's more specific and it'd be more confusing if we called it tomato sauce. And Pete, when you come to visit in August, I'm just going to have to take you to the supermarket and you tell me the things that look weird to you because they're the wrong name. That could be a whole video.
Oh, yeah. Make a list, please.
It could be.
That could be a whole video, and I would be there for it.
Don't you call Walker's Crisps something else? Lay's or something?
Well, that's
What
the
was all those
brand.
words?
That's the brand, but they're just called chips.
No, I mean literally the brand is called something different over here.
Oh yeah. No, they're Lay's in North America. They're Walkers over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally don't know why that's a thing, other than having a packet of Lay's just sounds really filthy.
See, and you're getting on me about being dirty.
No, because a lay is an actual term. It's an actual euphemism. You're just making shit up.
Well, having a packet of Walkers sounds inconvenient.
Like if you're like a zombie fan, like that would be bad.
Well, that's the thing. We don't even say packet. We say bag. Bag of crisps.
Well, we normally say bag of chips, but yeah.
It's bag here. Package here, guys.
Bag. Yeah, but it's bag of chips for you. Whereas chips here is big chunky things that you get at the chip shop.
No, those are fries.
Nope, they're not fries. Fries are thin, skinny things. Chips are big chunk things.
Yeah, you got a fry over there then.
Yeah, we would just call them a steak fry.
See, that makes no sense to me. Why? There's no
I'll
steak
agree.
involved.
I'll agree with you that it doesn't, but that's just what they're called here to differentiate them. Or they're called wedges if they're even thicker.
We have wedges. They are a very specific shape. MP, this is the pudding conversation all over again.
Oh my god, the pudding conversation.
Do you want to relay the pudding conversation?
I tweeted the whole thing. I'll see if I can find it, just in case anybody hasn't seen it. It was a whole ass thing.
It was, and it was so hilarious how frustrated you were getting with me. Like, the sheer frustration in your voice is like, I love you, but oh my god, I want to strangle you right now.
Pudding.
Well, perhaps Mayor Puddinghead is smarter than we thought.
It could be. It was more that pudding over there and pudding over here are used completely differently.
It's true.
But neither of us knew that. So we were talking at complete cross purposes. He was trying to tell me a funny story, but it kept being derailed by the fact that I didn't understand the literal words he was using, which kind of robs any situation of humor.
It's in the chat. It's a whole thread. It's a ride, man. I'm just saying.
Separated by a common language.
Yeah.
We have a word for pud over here. Do you have that?
What is a pud?
P-U-D-D.
What is a pud?
Maybe it's an old man thing.
We have pud.
Not hearing this word before.
We have pud, but it's just short for pudding. Okay.
Maybe it's in the South.
Okay,
it is your ejaculation.
No, never heard that one before.
Whoa.
Well, there we go.
That's definitely a southern thing.
No.
Well then, that's not on my menu.
My Little Pony fanfiction review.
Okay.
Podcast.
My
Anybody
Little
wants to follow the pudding conversation? It's now in the doobly-doo down below, because we're not going to go into anything to do with pud or pudding anymore.
Wow, you just went up a few octaves there. Good for you.
43 is there.
How about that MLP fanfiction then? Let's go and watch RD and AJ attempt not to get murdered by a monster in the woods.
Yeah.
Have we got all we're going to have today?
I think we do, because Vladdy might be asleep, Sonny's not coming, Lost isn't responding, and the others had already said they weren't coming.
Vlad may not have Mumble figured out.
She just isn't responding. I think it's more likely that she's got the time difference wrong.
Or she's just sleeping in, and that's fine too.
Well, she did say that she wanted to be in here, and I sent her a DM, but she hasn't responded. And I don't know what time zone she's in. But she was quite excited about being here, so that's a bit sad.
Maybe she'll join us.
She'll pull a Niall and join us halfway through.
This story had 13,000 words. I don't remember that.
It was definitely way longer because I had to listen to it last night, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll just listen to it while I'm doing dishes last night." Oh, fucking ass, thing's an hour and a half.
Seemed like it took me about an hour to do that.
I totally didn't listen to it mere seconds before I was meant to be online.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I spent a lot of my day building a hammock and fixing a shed and gardening and things, and then I fell asleep. And I'd intended to listen to it before we got in today, so it was fresh in my mind. But it meant that, literally, I was just coming in from outside going, right, okay, I've got 5 minutes before I need to be online, and I just finished it.
This is the story where Applejack was putting a new door in the barn, and Big Mac kept telling her not to open it because he didn't have the hinges upright yet, right? This is that one.
Nope.
No?
Nope. Not literally not that at all. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Nope.
This is the one where RD and AJ are in the woods and they have to stay at a cabin overnight. And there's a monster trying to get in, and it imitates the voices of their loved ones, and it keeps messing with their heads to sort of forget that it's done before.
250 words, yeah.
Yeah, 250 words is not the one. This was the 13,000 one.
So you have read this fic, I hope, Illya?
I have. I was just...
Yeah. You fooled us! You are... Oh, nobody's allowed to play poker against Illya because he will absolutely take us to the cleaners. Could not tell you were joking for a second there, Illya.
I'm not good at jokes.
Funny.
Apparently you're excellent at jokes because you fooled us all. Also, we all remember the pachinko.
What was that?
where you had to be Pinkie Pie being a pachinko machine in Silent Hill. You cannot, you are not allowed to say you're not good at jokes because of that.
Did that ever hit the internet?
Yeah, it did last October.
I must have
It was part of, I'll link it to you if you want. It was part of Month of Macabre 2020.
I just went through that Twitter thread, and all I can say is, Lesai.
Why?
It was a lot, man.
Why say?
It's comical, but at the same time, I felt his frustration. Like, oh man.
Look, I can't help it if our language between the two countries is not nearly as similar as we all like to think it is.
I don't know if it's because I binge on British stuff occasionally, or if it's because Canada's this weird hybrid of those to the south and those to the east, or what. But as I was looking at it, I probably knew about 70% of those miscommunications. And all I kept thinking of was, have you, neither of you ever indulged in the other's cultures enough to pick this up before?
Enough that we knew we were talking at cross purposes, but sometimes you just assume stuff is the same. Or you just don't think about it.
There was this whole war and thing.
Yeah. There was a whole war and a bunch of years afterwards where America tried really, really hard to erase everything British, even to the point of changing spellings of words because they were too British.
The weird thing to me is that we have conversions from the metric to the English system, and the English are using the metric system. It ought to be the conversion from metric to American system. We're about the only country left not using it.
Freedom units.
Freedom units, freedom fries.
Well, Canada's this weird space in terms of units where we kind of pick and choose. Legally, everything's metric, but no one actually uses metric for everything. It's this weird place where we'll measure some things and they'll be like the same kind of quantity, like, you know, like the unit for distance, depending on if it's short distances or long distances. Like nobody has a concept unless you're old. And by old, I just mean that you learned your distances before Canada went metric back in like the late 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
But if you're older, anyway, but if you're younger than that, then distances are measured in kilometers if they're long, but if they're short, feet and inches. And then there's this weird space where we'll use meters and it makes sense, but it depending, and it's unwritten, but everybody does it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that here, especially with cars. Half of our cars are English and half our cars are metric. It's terrible.
We're not nearly as metric as everyone thinks we are. Everything's still measured in miles, feet, inches, but also centimeters, millimeters, and things. You still get things like you can still get a pint of milk or a liter of milk. You can still get to the point where even our cars have kilometers and miles per hour on the dash because it's this weird amalgam. We don't measure our weight in kilograms. It's still in stones and pounds.
Stones is a weird one to me because no one apparently ever used that here, but pounds absolutely.
Yeah, I remember I learned that stones was a thing only in the UK back in the 2000s when I watched The Biggest Loser America, and everything was in like, I am 600 pounds and things. I'm thinking, what the fuck is that? Because I had no concept of what these numbers were. Because to me, you get to 14 pounds, that's a stone.
And that's such an odd unit, but I get
that makes losing weight difficult, though. You've got to lose a lot of weight to lose a stone.
Yep. Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's interesting psychologically.
It also makes, getting stoned way different.
Oh, right. And on that note, we're going to end this discussion. Fucking puns.